What's going on, Starfield fans? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going back to the cosmos of Starfield. There's been quite a buzz about whether this game is woke or not. Some would say that the wokeness of Starfield is too much to handle, and it's affecting how much they can enjoy the game. Some folks seem to be getting downright upset about it. Where do I stand? Well, let's talk about it. Thanks again for all the clicks on this channel. Be sure to keep them coming on this video as well, as it is the best way to help me out. If any of you weren't aware, I also live stream quite often right here on YouTube, so be sure to hit the bell so you can get notified of when I'm live. My chat and I always have a blast, and it'd be great to have you there too. Also, check the description for a link to the T-Rex Army Discord server. I'm going to be touching on a few topics today. As always, these are just my opinions. If there's anything that you wish to add, or if you disagree with anything that I have to say, be sure to sound off in the comments below. First on our list, some gamers have expressed concern about the inclusion of pronouns in Starfield's character creation. Some people might say, hey, think about it, it's the future. Language and identity have probably evolved in unimaginable ways. While others might take the stance that this is a bit too progressive and may have opted out of purchasing the game. Back before the launch of the game, I had heard that pronouns were going to be an option during the character creation, and I had decided not to pay much attention to it as I was much more excited about other facets of the game at the time. At this point, all I can really tell you guys is what I experienced during my character creation. After I finished customizing the look of my first character, I selected my pronouns in under 3 seconds and then paid no attention to it at all after that. Like I said, I knew it was coming, and since it didn't take much time to gloss over it, it hasn't bothered me. Since this point, it has had zero impact on my playthrough and likely never will. Now, let's talk about the NPCs. Some players have raised their eyebrows at the peculiar appearances of the NPC models in Starfield. I am not exactly the best person to say if this is woke or not, but what I can say is that it would seem that the woke folks do seem to look a bit more on the eccentric side. The woke also seem to push against the idea of looking or dressing with the intention of having very much sex appeal. Starfield seems to capture this ideal quite well. Starfield also seems to have no issue in doing the old gender swap move. For example, the dancers in the Astral Lounge are all male. Typically, the dancers at an incredibly popular club would be female. Do I have a problem with this? Nah. I just took in Draja there and tried to have as much fun as I could. Moving on to the topic of expansionism. Some critics argue that Starfield promotes expansionism, and I tend to agree with that assessment. The woke narrative seems to dislike the idea of people spreading across the planet and or a galaxy at the expense of anyone or anything else. Starfield definitely has situations like this happening all the time. It seems like Starfield likes to keep its players thinking about the morality of people and what we do to others. Me? I can see both sides of it. I'm not looking to go out into the galaxy to stomp out any weaker beings, but at the same time, I'm not looking to get stomped out by anyone or anything in this galaxy either. I plan to expand my influence far and wide in the Starfield universe, so take that information how you like. Finally, I did just want to touch on the culinary frontier in Starfield's universe. Eat the bugs, eat the bugs, eat the bugs certainly seems to be something more on the woke side. I laughed when I found this package of edible bugs in game, thinking, of course Starfield will put this in the game. Some folks might take offense to this type of stuff from Starfield. Me personally, I think it's great that when Bethesda had to tackle the idea of food in our distant future, they decided to just have some fun with it instead of overthinking it. I mean, come on folks. Chunks, it's hilarious. Who wouldn't want to have all their food in the shape of a cube? Okay, so to sum all this up, I started out by asking the question, is Starfield woke? And the answer is resoundingly, yes, but who cares? Discussing the political climate of our real world through a medium like video games is not anything new. And to be honest with all you guys, if the woke things in Starfield really get to you and they make you hate the game, then let me be the first to say that you will probably be missing out on some great gaming experiences in the end. That's pretty much my take on all of this whole woke stuff, guys. If the woke stuff bothers you, then that's on you. I'm not going to let it bother me. I have a bunch of hours into this game by now, and I'm not letting bug-eyed NPCs, 4-second-long references to my pronouns, or cube-shaped delicacies stop me from continuing to discover this epic galaxy. Whether you agree with my takes here or not, I appreciate you guys watching. If you're still watching this far into the video now, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell to catch all my content coming up about Starfield and Skyrim. Catch you guys in the next one. See you soon.